Hey everyone, how you doing today? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to sync your Retroarch load states and saves to all your devices. So Windows and Android. Sorry, I don't have a Mac, but this is for Windows and Android. So first, you want to download your Retroarch, whatever version you need. So Windows 64 installer and Android. Now the Android one is a little outdated. I mean, it still works fine, but it doesn't have some of the settings. So I'll show you how to do that if you're using outdated Android. So what you want to do is you want to install Google Drive for desktop. So you download for Windows, run that installer, and just go through the motions. And then you're gonna see a G drive here. So you would want to go into your G drive and my drive and create a Retroarch saves. And you want to have three folders you want to make: playlist, saves, and states. Make these three here. So then what you want to do is you want to come to your Retroarch here, go to your settings and directories, and you want to find your playlist, and you want to map that to your G drive or whatever Google Drive is, but it's going to be, you want to correlate that. So you want to choose that folder here. You want to go to you can create a history one if you like too. And then you want save states and save files. So you want to grab these, do these two. So another thing you need to note is under settings and savings. So if your Android device doesn't have these two options here, Android is going to save in the wrong place. So instead of Android saving to these folders here, like your save folders, it's going to save on the root here, Retroarch saves. So I'll show you how to fix that. If your Android device doesn't have those two options, then you need to turn these off. And then your save states will still, they won't save in these areas here. They're going to save in the root here. So you need everything to match up. Otherwise, when you go to load the game, it doesn't load right. So another thing is when you come to your games here, you have to make sure the cores line up. So like this Game Boy Advanced, the core is VBA next. So on Android, if you're running like VBA M or MGBA, your load states they're not gonna load. And another thing is the file names have to match up perfectly. So like Super Ghouls and Ghosts, there's a U, and then some of them don't have the U. So then when you go to load, it doesn't work. So that's how you do it on the PC here. So like let's say I run this one, and then command load state, and you can see, where I'm at. So you want to do that on all your PCs. Like I have this other PC here, and Retroarch you want to do your history. Once again, make sure the core is lined up. So this is a different computer I'm on. And you can see it's at the same place. So I'll just close that. Now for Android, let me show you Android. You want to go to the Google Play Store and you want to download a program called Drive Sync. Not folder sync, but Drive Sync. So for like $5, you could buy the version without ads, and then it allows you to sync more than one folder. So you click your sync folder here, and you add a folder, and once you do that, then you have your folder here. You want to map your Google Drive to correlate with your playlist, and then internal. You want to go to your Retroarch directory and your playlist, and two-way, and instant upload. You want to have that. So then just save, and then you want to do that for all three of these. Your playlist, saves, and states. You want to come to your settings here and go to synchronization. And you want it to have auto sync. You want it to sync automatically. So you can have auto sync every 2 hours, every 15 minutes, every 5 minutes, whatever. So you can set that. And then you can sync if you want under status. You can manually sync it. So when you come to your Retroarch, see if this will load. Sometimes I have to do it a few times. Yeah, I'm running these apps for my PC. Okay, so this is a Retroarch for Android here. And what you want to do is you want to go to your settings here, and you want to go to saves, saving, and you want to make sure you have these. If you don't have these two options, then like I said, you have to go to your Retroarch on your PC and disable these. Otherwise, it's not going to sync up. Next thing is when you come to your history here, you want to make sure it lines up, the core lines up VBA next. Otherwise, it won't work. And so let's go here, we'll go to history, run. Go to your save states here, load. And you can see it's at the same place. So that lined up. This game's like the hardest game ever. So I'll show you another thing you need to do too. So if you have any front ends, like ESDE, here, you want to make sure that everything lines up. So no. Like alternate emulators. So you'd want to come to your Game Boy Advanced and make make sure that it's using the BB8X or whatever core you're mainly using. So if you're using Game Boy, you'd want to make sure that lines up too. So okay, well that's about it. Hopefully that helps you get everything lined up and syncing. So yeah. All right. Well, have a great day. Thanks. Bye.